Nasreddin's dream. Once, Nasreddin had a dream. He dreamt that an old woman held out her hand and offered him 9 gold coins. "No, thank you," said Nasreddin. "I want 10 gold coins." He woke up from the dream and looked at his hands. They were empty. He had no gold coins. Quickly, he closed his eyes again and said, "It's okay. I'll take 9 gold coins." Talk the. Once, Nasreddin was asked to give a talk. He was a great teacher, and everyone wanted to hear his wise words. He got up on the stage, and everyone looked at him, waiting to hear what he would say. "Do you know what I'm going to talk about?" he asked. The audience cried, "No." "Oh, well, in that case, I'll leave. I have no reason to speak to people who don't even know what I'm talking about." And before they could stop him, he left. But the people truly wished to hear Nasreddin's talk, so they invited him back the next day. This time, he asked the same question, but the audience cried, "Yes." "Oh, well, in that case, I'll leave. I have no reason to speak to people who already know what I'm going to talk about. I won't waste your time." And before they could stop him, he left. Now the people were really confused. They talked and argued, and finally decided to try one last time. They made a plan and invited Nasreddin back the next week. Again, he asked the same question, but this time the audience was prepared. Half of them cried, "No," and the other half cried, "Yes." "Aha," said Nasreddin. "Well, in that case, there really is a simple solution. The people who know what I'm going to talk about tell the other half." And with that, he left. Who do you believe? Nasreddin was sitting in the front garden relaxing. A neighbor came and talked to him. "Dear teacher," he said, "would it be okay if you lent me your donkey today? I have to take some heavy goods to the next town." Nasreddin didn't want to lend his donkey. The animal had worked hard all week and deserved a rest. In fact, just then the donkey was resting in the back garden. But equally, he didn't want to seem rude. "I'm sorry," he said, "but I've already lent him to someone else." And just then, the donkey brayed loudly from the back garden. "You haven't lent him out at all," said the neighbor. "I can hear him clearly." Nasreddin smiled. "Then who do you believe? The donkey or your dear teacher? Taste the same." Once, Nasreddin was coming home from the vineyard. He walked with his donkey, who was carrying 2 heavy baskets full of fresh grapes. The children ran around Nasreddin and said, "Please, teacher, please give us some grapes. We just want a taste." "All right then," said Nasreddin, and gave each child a grape. "You have so much," said the children, "but you give us so little." Nasreddin smiled. "Well, you said you just wanted a taste. It doesn't matter if you have a basketful or just one. They all taste the same." And with that, he continued on his way. Nasreddin's ring. One evening, Nasreddin lost his ring in the living room. It was a precious ring, so he knew he had to find it. He searched for a while, and when he could not find it, he went out into the front garden to look there. A neighbor was passing by and said, "What are you looking for, teacher?" "I lost my ring in the living room," said Nasreddin. "Then why are you looking outside?" she asked. Nasreddin stroked his beard. "It's so dark inside, and I couldn't see very well. I thought I would look out here, since there is still a bit of sunlight." How a donkey reads. Once, Nasreddin was talking with his friend Timur. He was very proud of his donkey, and he spent a lot of time telling Timur how great he was. "I think he is the smartest donkey on the planet," he said. "I could even teach him how to read." Timur smiled. He was also a wise man, and he liked having competitions with his friend. "In that case, do it. I'll give you 3 months if you can teach him to read within that time. I'll give you a basketful of gold." So Nasreddin went home to teach his donkey how to read. He put a big book on the table in front of him and put donkey food in the middle of the pages. The donkey ate the food and then used his tongue to turn the page and find more food. 3 days before the end of the 3 months, Nasreddin stopped giving him food. When he took the donkey to Timur, the animal was very hungry. Nasreddin asked for a big book and put it in front of the donkey. The animal immediately started turning the pages with his tongue, trying to find food, but he couldn't. So he started braying loudly. "He's reading aloud," said Nasreddin wisely. Timur watched the donkey for a long time and then said, "That is a very strange way of reading." Nasreddin snorted. "You only said that he had to learn how to read. This is how a donkey reads. What, did you think he would read like a human?"
Timur lauged.
"Well then, I suppose I should give you your gold." And he gave Nasreddin the smallest basket in the world with a single gold coin in it.